the martial arts Joe staff. Now, the Joe staff is 54 inches. Generally, it can be your length. It doesn't have to be exactly 54 inches. It can be taller or shorter. The general rule is if you bend your elbow here, you should have about 4 or 5 inches out of the top. Use that to strike with. That allows you to take the back up across the head for self-defense. Bring it to this hand, thrust, shove with 2 hands, pushing to the side. You can employ it very quickly in self-defense using the Joe staff. Now you can use a Joe staff in your training and then use an everyday hiking stick or walking stick or trekking pole for self-defense. But using this basic self-defense tool allows you to develop basic situational awareness, proprioception, timing and distance, everything you need when you use any kind of a stick for self-defense. So it doesn't have to be exactly 54 inches. This is also an inch in diameter and it's made out of hickory. All of the details are in the first link below. You can go there, find a description of what it looks like, and then either make your own or purchase one like this. This is just for self-defense, or use an everyday broom or mop or something like that to get started. But start with this simple turning exercise. I've got a quick one for you today, and I want you to do some basic training with me using your Joe martial arts staff or your walking stick. Hello, Patrick, it's nice to see you. Welcome back. I hope your hands feel better. Use turning from side to side, getting the blood to flow into the joint. You're starting to warm up. This is also going to force you to engage your core. You can do this standing or sitting. Only sit if you have to sit though. Don't sit if you're just tired. If you're tired, stand up. Your energy will go up as your body does. Put it in the other hand. Make your own energy. And if you're bored, it's because you're boring. Stop whining about being bored. Hello, Carlton. G. Carlton, it's good to see you. Thanks for being here. I'm glad we caught each other live. Going side to side, twisting. If you're watching this after the live stream, please consider hitting that thanks button. See what that does. That's a new feature that was just made available to me on this channel. Just going side to side. Then I want you to go from one hand into the other hand to increase the range of motion. All you're doing is bringing your pinkies together, your palms facing up, and you're turning out. Stomach up and in, abs tight, drop your chin. It's hard to get knocked out if your chin is down. You only get knocked out when your chin's up. For self-defense, learn some of these basic rules. Going side to side. And now you should be mostly warmed up. I want you to do a spin here. And this spin is not just frivolous. It's not just for show. This spin is a self-defense move. It's one of the first things I want you to learn how to do with your walking stick for self-defense. In the back hand, and it can be done in the front hand, but we're gonna put it in the back hand. You're gonna have your opposite foot forward. This is your right hand, that's your left foot. You're gonna look at your target, and you're going to push the hand out and turn it over as if you were doing a punch. As this comes forward, the back, the long side of your walking stick is gonna come up alongside his head, or into his arm, or into the ribs for self-defense. And you can hear it's a very hard, powerful, it's a fast strike, and it's hard for them to stop it or see it coming. For self-defense, you'll have the element of surprise. It looks like this. In the last second, the longer side comes out, giving you far more reach. It's good if you can keep him off of you, keep him back. I want you to turn this into a turning motion, a spinning motion. Bring your other hand up, and all you're doing with your hand is you're turning it over and turning it back. Think about leading with your thumb, carving a sideways figure eight or an infinity sign. If you like training with self-defense tools or the Joe martial arts staff, fighting with sticks, give me a thumbs up. Please help me grow this channel. I appreciate you being here. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. And for all of you who are paying members, I appreciate you very much. You're bringing it side to side, stomach up and in, abs tight. You're gonna feel your heart rate start to rise. Good afternoon, Garen. It's going to lean your body out faster. It's gonna be power in your forearm, in your shoulder, in your elbow. Everything is getting stronger and stronger. Good, Patrick said he made his own collie sticks. Excellent. Train with those collie or screaming sticks every day. You'll get better before you know it. Side to side, stomach up and in. You can see there's a small turn of your shoulders and hips as you do this exercise. And this is just allowing you to disguise the repetition. If you have something to hit, practice hitting it. Bring it back the other way, side, and then the other side. If you don't have anything to hit, that's okay. Don't worry about that. Practice with what you do have. You have your body. If you have a couple square feet or square yards, you have plenty of room. Meters, I think I was looking for. Going side to side after you do that for 30 seconds in your right hand, put it in your left hand, put your left foot forward, and do the same thing. Just turning it back and forth, side to side. As you go through and you do this one, squeeze your belly up and in. Pull your chest up. Drop your chin. Breathe through your nose. You want to get leaner, stronger, faster. Hello, Vortex. It's nice to see you. Please give me a thumbs up if you haven't already. I need lots of engagement. I don't need to tell you, the price of everything keeps going up. I've watched a small margin. I was able to move the school here into a new location, and we slowly grew. Hello, Naj, it's good to see you. Hi, Scott, nice to see you. Cardboard boxes cardboard boxes, great idea, Scott. Stack up some cardboard boxes. Give me to throw some old rags in them, give them a little weight, and then hit those. But what I was saying was, I finally moved the school to a new location, new virtual dojo, new physical dojo. We were getting ahead a little bit, started to get a little margin, and then inflation exploded. Now everything's 25% higher. And I'm not whining or complaining. I'm just telling you why I'm so grateful that you're here with me today. Without your support, your help, I would already be toast, underwater. So thanks for being here. Turn your shoulders, turn your hips, stomach up and in. And I know we're all paying it, so no use whining and complaining about it. No one needs to hear my belly aching. That's the problem with a pity party. No one shows up, and if they do, they're showing up to tell you all their whiny complaints too. All right, now that's not enough. I want you to turn, and then when you get it over to the same side, or no, the opposite side of the body, no, same side. I had to think about which tool I had today. When you bring it back to the same side of the body, you're gonna flip it and change your grip so that the long side's out here, more like a sword, right? A katana or a bokken. That's the Japanese wooden sword used in training. Shinai, Koreans call it jukdo, the bamboo sword they use in the kendo. So this gets it into this position here. This drill is gonna allow you to then continue the spin, but put the weight at the top of your wrist, giving you even more strength. You're gonna also change it back to the original position. You're gonna be fighting long side out, and then turn, long side up, striking both ways. So that you become more ambidextrous and more flexible and more versatile in your training. Now to do this, when it comes on the same side of your body, this is your right hand, when it comes to the right side, there's the turn. What happens is, as it starts to go up, your palm will be facing the sky. You're going to pull the last 3 fingers and bend back here. And then from here, don't hit your camera, bring it up. See how it's between my first 2 fingers? Then I'm gonna bring the first finger out. My thumb's already there gripping it, and now I'm in this grip. So you're here, you spin it 2 or 3 times, and then when it's here, palm faces up. Thanks, Naj, I really appreciate that. Yes, thank you. Naj and I are in the geographically same area, so he knows what we're paying for gas right now. My fingers are here. I even keep trying to go to the Wawa thinking it's less, and it's not. But from here, my fingers pop back. I let it drop. Now palm facing the sky, and you're gonna pull your thumb back, and that first finger is the last one to get out of the way. Now you're back into this grip. So I'm gonna do it a little bit faster this time. I'm in this, we call this the positive grip, by the way, because the long side comes out of the thumb. I change it back to the negative grip. The long side comes out of the pinky. Let me put it in super slow-mo. That's not that slow. It's kind of hard. The weight of this hickory self-defense Joe is substantial. That's why I love training with this thing. It took me a while to get used to it because of the weight. But once you get used to the weight of a longer, heavier staff, your forearms will start to grow stronger. It's palm up. Last three fingers come behind the first finger and the thumb, grab it. Continue to turn. Pull the thumb back. Pull the first finger out of the way, and then you've changed grips. Bring it back, palm up. Three fingers come behind. Thumb comes behind. Finger comes behind, and then you're in this one. Yeah, if you only have oak and red oak, that's perfect. Use that. Then do that same thing, the same spin in the other hand. This is your left hand. Change into this grip. Change back into this grip. You're just disguising repetition. I wanted to give you 2 exercises today. This is the first one that allow you to get stronger faster. So if you say for the next 2 weeks, every day for just 5 minutes, practice these 2 exercises, 2.5 minutes each. By the end of 2 weeks, I promise you, you'll be very strong. Your strikes will be much faster, much harder for self-defense. When you learn how to fight with a stick for self-defense, using the walking stick for self-defense, or your martial arts Joe for self-defense, these are exercises that you do to get stronger faster. Then that makes all of your strikes harder. Now, the next exercise, I'm gonna have you put one hand on each side of your staff. You're gonna push one hand in front of you, one is behind you. You're gonna lift it up above your head. Now, as you lift it up, there are 2 ways to get there. I'm gonna show you the way. I don't want you to do it first, which is this way. See how your arm is just going sideways? Instead, I want you to bend your elbow and push your hand from here as close to your body as you can. From here. That's so that you can get the strike in. You always want the stick between you and the threat so you can stop him with your strike for self-defense. If your hand's coming out this way, it's easy for him to intercept it. It takes too long, it's too slow, there's not as much power. So you're gonna have one hand on each side of your stick. Your stick goes in front of you. That way it's between me and the threat. From here, you can even just push it out if you have to, but you're gonna lift your back hand up and then you're gonna bring it down over the top. From here, it comes up and I wanna get close in so you can see what my hand is doing. I'm gonna kneel down. From here, my hand's gonna come behind it and I'm gonna slide. And as you're sliding, you're gonna push into the strike. Hi, Doug, it's good to see you. From here, the back hand comes up. Open that hand and slide forward. Now the front hand is going to come here. Yes, walking the fingers, lifting the Joe with them. I think you're probably talking about this, Garen. This is a great exercise. You can see it engages the muscles in the forearm. This is what Garen's talking about, I think. Garen, is this what we're talking about? The heavier the staff, the better. Oh, one-handed? Maybe I'm thinking about something else, but you're right. This is a forearm burner for sure. Try that. Try that and then get a rubber band, put it on the outside of your fingers and practice opening your hand. Practicing opening your hand because we're doing so much closing of the hand. I want you to also exercise opening. It's like if you just did bicep curls and you never did tricep extensions, then you'd walk around like this and you'd get pain all the time. You have to do tricep extensions, pushing just as much as you pull. If you do a lot of push-ups, make sure you're doing some pull-ups, some pull back, like turn your wrist out, stuff like that. All right, so from here, here's your drill. Your hands are on the side, put it in front of your body, lift the back hand up, and then this front hand is coming to the front. Their hands are going, if you look at it, palm to palm or opposite directions. From here, you're sliding down. Then, switch feet. Lift the hand, switch feet, lift, and you're striking down on top of the head. And as you come down, your wrist in the front is going to twist a little bit. From here to here. 1, 2. One of my favorite strength, I have a grip strength book from one of the most famous arm wrestlers. And I was just watching some videos yesterday. I don't know why I can't think of his name. but from Iron Mind, a company called Iron Mind that does a lot of strongman gear. They used to be the #1, and then Rogue came out and took away their market. From here, I've always been a fan of a strong grip. Strong grip for martial arts, strong grip for self-defense. Whether you strike or you grapple, the stronger your grip, the better. So you're bringing it up and down. People with the strongest grips are workers, right? If you work with a hammer all day, if you work with big wrenches on big equipment like a diesel mechanic, my brother was a crane mechanic, and he had these wrenches that were like literally this big, and his hands were, he could just crush anything. Yeah, grip is key with anything, Garen says. So you lift it up and bring it, Brzezinski, that's what I'm thinking of. Or Berzink, John Berzink maybe. All right. I'm not sure that I know what you mean, Patrick. From here to here, bring it up, and I just want you to practice that over and over. You can do it, and try to get it so that it comes down straight over the top of your head. You can see, well, you can't feel it, but you can see that this is stretching my arms out, and you're gonna feel it. When you do this, your shoulders are gonna start to grow stronger, faster. You're gonna have harder strikes. You're gonna be more explosive in everything that you do just from doing that with your shoulders. Now, one last exercise, and this is just because we've been talking about grip. I want you to hold it, if you can, just next to your body. Make sure you have room. If you don't have room above you, if there's a ceiling that's low, do this on your knees, but you're gonna turn your hand, oh, you have to bend a little bit. Just over and back, and control the motion. Don't just let it flop. Look, there's the ceiling. From here to here. You're gonna do that first. Do that for 30 seconds, and then forward and back, as far back as you can get it, right? 1, 2, 1. Slower is always gonna be better when you're doing grip exercises. And then when you can, make a circle one way, circle the other way. You gotta watch it so you don't whack yourself in the head. If you do, you'll only do it once with one of these, with a hickory. But do that in one, and then do it with the other one, right? First, side to side. That's too fast. Here we go, windshield wiper on the low setting. And then forward, and each one for 30 seconds. And depending on the weight of your staff, if it's too heavy, choke up a little bit. If it's not heavy enough, take a water bottle and tape it on the end. And if it's too heavy, you can take some of the water out. If the water's too light, you can put some sand in it, or some rocks, or some dirt, or some bolts, like nuts, some metal pieces. And that's how you can just slowly, and each week, add a little bit more weight to it. And then go around, you do a little matrix. As you bring it around your head, do a little one-on-one limbo, solo limbo. But don't whack yourself in the head, not too many times anyway. All right, thanks Kareem. Kareem, thank you for being here. Again, thank you for that, Naj. I will put that in my gas tank. I'm not even filling up my truck all the way because it takes so much gas. You know, I've got a gas guzzler. My card won't let me, it won't give me enough to get enough gas. I never get a full tank anymore. Everything's going up. And like I said, I know we're on it. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying that I'm really grateful. Yeah, if you want to train really well, get a mace bell, Garen says, or make your own. That's my personal opinion. You can make a lot of these strength tools, especially when it comes to grip strength. Making your own, there's like a weird little satisfaction I get when I do training with things that I've made. Like those old-fashioned, and I've got one here somewhere, where you roll up the weight and the weight comes up on a handle, then you roll it down, and then you roll it up. You can do that with your staff. Just take a string, put a little tape on it so that it has a stopping point, tie something with some weight on it, like a water jug or a milk jug with some water in it. And then, just like if you take a full milk jug, put a little bit of water for the first couple weeks. Every week, put a little bit more water in it. It gets heavier and heavier, and you're just rolling it up and then rolling it back down. Even just rolling your staff, if you hold your arms out like this is a wicked workout for your shoulders and for your forearms. I've already done 5 lessons today, Patrick. I'm getting ready to go pick up the kids, bring them back, and I've got 2 more tonight, unless my private shows up at 6. I'm not sure if the private lesson's coming at 6. I haven't heard from him yet. Sometimes